All right, so this is a quick tutorial on how to use InVision Studio once you get it downloaded and get your account set up. I'm going to click New just so I can go straight from where I started here. Um, you'll have a few different options to select which uh, layout you want. I just went with Web Medium. It'll start white. If you want to change the background, it's as simple as going over here to your control panel. And clicking background plus, it'll give you a little gray background. You can choose any color. So you want to do everything in black, you want to do it red, whatever. So there's a lot of functionality that I'm not super familiar with, so I'm not going to go too in depth, and you can kind of explore it yourself, but you can change presets if you're working on something that you want to do for your phone, all that good stuff. So once you have the color that you want, we'll just stick with this color for now. Actually, let me go back to the one I'm working on. So the app that I'm building is going to be called Hydrate You. To add text, you literally just click the T button, and then you can type whatever, move it around, size change, the size, shape, alignment, wrap, everything. So it's very flexible. Delete with delete. It's very easy to use. But the main thing I wanted to highlight is the artboards. So it took me a while to figure this out. But basically the artboards are your screens. So when you have multiple artboards, let's see, zoom out. And you have to join them actually. So when you select, go to Tools, Selector, or V. When you select, you move it around and everything moves usually with it if you're in your artboard. But if you're working with, let's say, make sure I'm still recording. If you're working within like an object, so say you want to do a rectangle within this, you add the rectangle. And then if you wanted to move, let's say you build a login form right here for your wireframe, you would want to group everything. So you got to go in. This is the only pain about this program. Oops. Is you have to remember what am I doing? It can get a little tricky with navigation. Selector. Oh, okay. It's kind of hard without going up and down to go sideways on your scroll. So it'll just take some time getting used to it. But let's say you're doing a rectangle within a rectangle. You got your name. We'll change the color of that to white. You got, and you can even copy and paste. So if you want something the same size, it's very simple and everything kind of locks in place. So let's say this is a login form and you want to group everything together. You hold Shift, or wait, I think it's Control. What is it? Hold on. Oh, okay. So you click all of the things on your artboard right here. So rectangle 1, rectangle 2, and you can name them separate things too. So you could do, I think you just kind of click. This is why I'm not a pro. Okay, yeah, you just click and kind of click again once it's highlighted. So you can name this name form or whatever. That way, or here, this would be name form. So name form, then you want an email, whatever. This is your login form. But what you do, what I was going to show you, is you hold Shift and then you right-click Group Layers. So then when you move them, they move together. If you don't do that, it becomes a pain. And you could name the group, login form. But you ungroup them. Let's ungroup layer. Now, if I try to move this, it moves without it. You can alternatively just select everything and move it, but I like to group things. So once you're done with your first screen, you zoom out and then you click artboard. You name the artboard. So let's say you want to name it home, login, registration, whatever. That's your first screen. Then you can click new artboard. Let's see. Yeah, artboard. So A. So you click A, you select the web medium. format, just like you did before, and you have same artboard, or I believe you can just select the entire artboard, click copy, and then paste. There you go. So you have the same color, you get to keep everything in the same spot, so there's not really much moving around, and you have your login and everything. Obviously you want to change the name of it, but that's the beauty of this. So the cool thing too is if you take, let's say you want to have a button here that goes to this page. Let's just say this is the button. Actually, you know what? I'll add the button just so I can show you a real example. The zooming, only bad thing about this is the navigation, and I hope they update it, but oh, now here, let's Control Z that. I think if I were to zoom in on this, maybe, okay, this is where it gets a little tricky, but let's just say I want to add a button here, and maybe you guys will figure out a way to navigate this a little better than I can. So let's say this is the button to submit, and you want it to link to your next page. You go up here to interaction, create interaction, and then on click, hold click, double click, mouse up, whatever. There's a lot of different options. Usually just click for a web page since we don't have like a touchpad. And you can even do a transition, a motion. You can do, you know, duration, so it's a slow motion, or a preset, instant, fade in, slide left, slide right. You can set your own motions. Fade in would be, you know, there's some cool animations that you can do. And then once you're done, did I click it? I don't think I actually did. Okay, so let's do fade in, save, and then it's linked to that. So then you can go up here to mirror preview. So this is your app live, basically your web frame or your wireframe. Click that and it goes to the next page. So you can have a clickable version and just route all of your wireframe pages together. So that is a quick tutorial. If you have any questions, I'll be on Mattermost for most of the day, be working on my project, but these are where your tools are if you forget what the hotkeys are. But once you get it, it just feels, it's super easy to create and go through. Yeah, so hope this helps anybody who's getting started on their wireframes and their projects today. Looking forward to seeing what you guys create.